Hello and welcome to Vicky Folktales, where the rich tapestry of African storytelling comes to life. I'm thrilled to embark on this journey with you, sharing the magic of our continent's folklore and the wisdom passed down through generations. Join me as we explore the enchanting world of African folktales. In the village of Ekimogun, nestled deep in the heart of the Yoruba land, there lived a young girl named Adesuwa. She was known for her kindness, her gentle nature, and her unwavering resilience, despite the hardships she faced. Adesuwa had lost her parents at a tender age and had been taken in by a wealthy family in the village to work as a housemaid. From the moment she arrived at the household of Chief Adeyemi, Adesuwa's days were filled with endless chores and tasks. She woke up before dawn to sweep the compound, fetch water from the stream, and prepare meals for the family. Despite her tireless efforts, Adesuwa was often met with harsh words and cruel treatment from Chief Adeyemi's wife, Mama Nkechi, who saw her as nothing more than a servant. Mama Nkechi would scold Adesuwa for the slightest mistake, often accusing her of laziness and incompetence. She would withhold food from Adesuwa as punishment, forcing her to go to bed hungry on many nights. Despite the cruelty she faced, Adesuwa remained steadfast and determined to persevere. One day, as Adesuwa was fetching water from the stream, she met an old woman sitting by the river bank. The old woman's name was Iya Nla, and she was known in the village for her wisdom and kindness. Seeing the sadness in Adesuwa's eyes, Iya Nla called out to her and asked her to sit beside her. "I see the pain in your heart, my child," Iya Nla said softly. "Tell me your troubles, and perhaps I can offer you some wisdom." Adesuwa hesitated at first, unsure if she should confide in a stranger. But something in Iya Nla's gentle gaze reassured her, and she poured out her heart, telling the old woman about the cruelty she endured at the hands of Mama Nkechi. Iya Nla listened intently, her eyes filled with compassion. When Adesuwa had finished, the old woman placed a hand on her shoulder and spoke. "Child, remember this, no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn will always come. You are stronger than you know, and your kind heart will guide you through even the darkest of times." With those words of encouragement, Iya Nla bid Adesuwa farewell and returned to her home by the river. Adesuwa felt a glimmer of hope ignite within her, and she resolved to face her hardships with courage and dignity. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Adesuwa continued to work tirelessly, but now her heart was filled with a newfound strength. She no longer cowered in fear at Mama Nkechi's harsh words, but instead, she faced them with a calm resolve. One day, as Adesuwa was sweeping the compound, she heard a commotion coming from the main house. Curious, she approached cautiously and peeked through the window. To her surprise, she saw Mama Nkechi arguing with a group of men who seemed to be official-looking. "I demand that you leave my property at once," Mama Nkechi shouted, her face red with anger. The men remained calm, and one of them spoke in a firm but respectful tone. "Madam, we are from the Ministry of Women Affairs. We have received reports of mistreatment and abuse of a young girl in this household, and we are here to investigate." Mama Nkechi's eyes widened in shock, and she stammered, trying to defend herself. But the men were not swayed, and they proceeded to interview Adesuwa and other members of the household. After a thorough investigation, it was determined that Adesuwa had indeed been mistreated and abused. Mama Nkechi was fined heavily, and Adesuwa was removed from the household and placed in a loving foster home. Adesuwa's story spread throughout the village, and she became a symbol of hope and resilience for all who knew her. She went on to become a successful entrepreneur, using her experiences to advocate for the rights of domestic workers and to inspire others to never give up in the face of adversity. And so, the tale of Adesuwa, the maltreated house girl, became a legend in Ekimogun, a story of courage, kindness, and the triumph of the human spirit.